Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We all have to come to the realization that we live in a war zone here in the West. Now, I'm sure you've all heard about these mass shootings in America. What is the solution? Everybody's asking. What should we do about it? As Sikhs, it is incumbent on us to train with firearms, to train in self-defense, so that we can stop these attackers. We have to look to the example of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who told us that we need, as all Sikhs, to train in self-defense. Now, I've been talking about this for many years, and Sikhs, as you all know, have experienced a mass shooting in a Sikh Gurdwara, and it will not be the last one. I am sure that there will be more in the future. These mass shootings are occurring more and more often, hate crimes. There was just this mass shooting there in a synagogue in Pennsylvania a few weeks ago. So Sikhs need to be prepared. We need to take the time to organize and to make sure that our Gurdwaras are safe. And we also need to take the time to make sure that we personally are safe and trained in firearms. Now, if you cannot train with a firearm because of health issues or you're too elderly, then always walk with somebody who is trained in firearms and is carrying a firearm if it is legal in your state. Most states offer what's called a concealed weapons license, CCW license. And I encourage all Sikhs, where it is legal, to train with a firearm and get the license. Then offer to people in your community who do not already have a firearms license to walk with them and protect them. There's also these Kevlar vests you can buy in the United States. They're a few $100s, and they'll protect your upper body and most of your body from bullets. They also make Kevlar vests for protection against knives. So I encourage you to investigate buying these items for self-defense, and then get together in your local Gurdwaras and make a plan. Have somebody who is a trained instructor in firearms come to your Gurdwara. If you contact me, I can put you in contact with different instructors that I know, and they can come to your Gurdwara and train the Sangat in self-defense. This is a serious matter. It really disturbs me how so many people after these mass shootings just go out and protest and try to change the gun laws. But in my opinion, that's just really a waste of time. The Second Amendment in the United States is here to stay. It's just going to be impossible to change it, nor would I want to change it. I think that citizens of the United States should have the right to bear arms, to protect themselves. If these people who are committing these mass murders were restricted from getting firearms somehow, they would find a way to get them if there was a law against them. Like, for example, in this California shooting, California has the strictest gun laws in the United States, one of the strictest gun laws in the United States. And the high-capacity magazine that this shooter was using was illegal in California, but obviously he went to another state and bought it and then brought it back. So gun laws in themselves are not going to change the situation. People who want to get a hold of a gun, they can. So people as law-abiding citizens should be able to own, possess firearms for self-defense. So all of these protests and vigils are not going to change the law. Let's just get past that. What is going to solve this situation is that citizens arm themselves and protect themselves against these shooters. Now, when you take these self-defense courses, they'll also show you how you can disarm somebody who has a firearm. And so they're very valuable. We need to become warriors, as Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught us. We can't sit by and be victims. This is not the Sikh way. And as you probably saw at the beginning of this video, I put a little picture about how at the Yogi Bhajan dera there where SikhNet is, they have a sign that says no guns. This is completely against the Sikh way of life. We as Sikhs have an obligation and a duty to train with firearms. Guru Gobind Singh Ji told us to possess and to train with the most modern firearms, the most modern weapons available. Now, for all of those who are in countries like myself right now, I'm in the UK, where you cannot possess a firearm legally, I would suggest that you start wearing a kirpan openly. I've been wearing a kirpan openly now, in the UK for several years. Sure, you'll get a lot of strange looks, and people even ask me or tell me that I shouldn't be wearing it because it's illegal. It's an offensive weapon, they say. But in the UK, we have the right as Sikhs to wear a kirpan openly, and the length doesn't matter. I've talked to police officers about it before, and they say the length doesn't matter, but you just need to put it openly. You can put it underneath your clothing, but I would suggest you put it open. This way, anybody who thinks they might want to attack you will see that you have a weapon. Now, I think that this is a deterrent. That's my feeling about it. Now, sadly, I see very few Sikhs who wear their kirpan openly. And I don't know why this is, but I want to encourage all Sikhs to wear their kirpan openly so that we show that we're not afraid and we refuse to be a victim. We're perfectly willing and able to defend ourselves and to defend those who can't defend themselves. So, go back to your Gurdwaras and your Sangat and get together, talk about how you can defend yourselves against these thugs and shooters and people that are attacking the Gurdwara or attacking individuals. Figure out the best way to protect yourselves. Now, Again, I'm available. You can message me. I can help you find instructors. But this really has to be taken care of. I think this situation is going to get worse and worse in Western countries. I've been seeing on the news how in London there's many knife attacks, killings. They have the highest homicide rate right now in London than I think they've ever had. It's very bad. So we need to be able to protect ourselves and show an image of Sikhs that we're strong and that we're not going to be victims. We refuse to be a victim. Now we also have, like I said, an obligation to protect those that can't protect themselves. And if you offer to people that are elderly to go out and walk with them, to protect them, I think this is a really good seva. Also is a good seva if we can talk to people in our community, figure out ways to protect our community as a whole from all of these criminal elements and people that want to take advantage of others. Thank you for your time. Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh.